Hey, welcome back to another episode of the She's Making an Impact podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Ngom. Today, I'm going to be talking about how I am prepping to take the rest of August and then the month of September off. So if you didn't know, I'm getting surgery next week on Wednesday. So Monday, bright and early, I'm flying to West Virginia where my surgeon is. I have something called slipping rib syndrome, which came about from playing volleyball in college, and it was misdiagnosed and basically for like, I don't know, 16 years or something crazy. Finally got my diagnosis, got my surgeon, got my surgery scheduled, and that has happened. I got my diagnosis and surgery scheduled in January, and I'm like just now getting ready to leave. So it's been quite the journey. But as I am, getting rib surgery, going to West Virginia, all these things, I don't want to have to worry about my business and like stressing out about what's happening in my business. I want to be able to just take that time to actually rest and recover and take care of myself and my body without stressing about the business. So I wanted to share with you because you might not be getting rib surgery, but you might be like, well, I want to take off, a month to be with my family or take a month off over summer, take off the month of December, like whatever it is that you want to do. So I just wanted to share with you what I do to prepare for taking a month off. So I look at what are the things that are my responsibility, which luckily by this point in my business, it's not a ton of things that I'm responsible for. So I look at like what do I need to prep in advance? What can I batch? And so I love talking about batching content. So I'm looking at what are the things that I need to make sure get done and my non-negotiables. Okay. So I'm looking at my non-negotiables are I email my list every single week. I text our texting list every week as well. And then we have a podcast go out every single week. So I'm like, those are my non negotiables. We also have, our coaching programs and things like that. So we have, Activate and then private coaching with me. So I made sure my private clients know I'm getting surgery. Does that mean I'm not going to be available for them? Of course not. Like I just let them know when I'm getting surgery, dates around that, and they get access to me via Voxer. So I'll be fine to Vox them and that kind of thing. So I just kind of like give clients a heads up. I let our Activate students know, hey, I'm going to be, getting surgery, resting, recovering. Helen is our head coach. She's going to be leading the calls for the month of December. So just so they know, I don't want them to be like blindsided that I'm not going to be there for a few of those calls. She's going to be there. She's been with me forever. I'm like, she's awesome. So you're in good hands. You're being taken care of. So I let clients know, I give them a heads up, and then I look at what are my non-negotiables that only I can do. So getting emails, podcast, and text messages. Okay. So when it comes to the podcast, what I've been doing is doing lives every like 3 times this week and then I think last week as well. So that way I have at least a month of podcasts that are in the queue ready to go out and I'm not scrambling at the last minute of like, oh crap, I need a podcast that's going to go out. No, we already have at least a month's worth now because I've thought ahead of time of we need to have this many in the queue so I can take this amount of time off, okay? So just think about how many weeks are you taking off and how many podcast episodes, blog posts, whatever your form of content is, because you're creating content, right? That's really important. You got to look at whatever your main form of content is that you're going to be consistent with that, even if you're taking time off. So I won't be working, but I'll still have podcast episodes that are going to be released because I created them ahead of time. So instead of doing like one per week as our usual, like I would record one a week, maybe I was recording 3 a week. So that way I know we have plenty. I'm looking at we use Asana for our like just team communication, organization, all that stuff. And within Asana, we have an email marketing, what do you call it? Like a calendar. What do you call it? A calendar. We have an email marketing calendar. And so on that calendar, I'm looking ahead and I'm looking at, okay, when do we have our next emails that are going out? And I'm just making sure I have enough emails going out where I'm not scrambling. So I know like on the 24th, I have an email going out. On the 23rd, I have an email going out. And then I know I have like an hour today to write a few more emails, and I have them planned out. It's on the calendar and I see it's happening. That way I know the most important touch points are taken care of. So you just got to be thinking ahead and then make sure you're organized. So think about what are the things that only you can do and how can it be organized and streamlined. So like the emails are written, I assigned them to Julie on our team. So Julie will go in, she will schedule them, they'll get sent out. And then just making sure also we have the team in place to be able to talk to, all everyone. So like Michelle will be responding to emails. We have someone in place for that. Helen will be taking care of our Activate students. Tara and Scott will still be talking to potential clients and enrolling potential clients. And so if you haven't been focused on building your team, I think that's it's really, really important. So I'm like, I know that Julie's going to be working, Ariana's going to be like, we have our team members in place that are going to be working, and if they need something they can box me for sure, but I already know that the things that only I can do are already taken place, and I'm not really stressed out, worried about it. I know that it's going to be fine. And like everyone's asking me like how much time is it going to take to recover? I don't know. I have no idea. I can't imagine it's going to be much different than what I'm doing now because I've just been kind of chilling on the couch and working from my laptop. So I'm assuming it's going to be around the same, but I just want to give myself that buffer. And so think about how much time do you want to take off? How many, podcast episodes, blog posts, whatever form of content, YouTube videos, whatever it is that you're doing. How many do you need? Create them ahead of time, write the emails ahead of time. So if you're sending out an email a week, make sure you have 4 emails in the queue that are going out, right? Those are going to be the most important things for you to think of, and then let clients know, let team members know. And then when it's time, actually just like unplug, and like if you're going on vacation, have fun. Don't bring your computer, don't stress out. Actually take that time for you. And when you do unplug and you're not checking email and all those things, you come back and you're just more refreshed and you can go at it and help a lot more people. So that's it from me. This is probably the last podcast I'm going to record before my surgery. I will take all the prayers for surgery, so thank you for that. And if you found this helpful, make sure to share it with a friend, and we'll talk soon. Have a great day. Bye.